All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Mike 27. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey!
That's me. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Go out.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Speak grip. Speak grip.
They'll run on first down. Little. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Ready?
On the run, it's Foster, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
36.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1.
Here we go, D. All day.
You did it.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Kelly. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Chargers.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down now, it's Rice. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
60 or.
Hey, Charlie. At the 36-yard line.
Under 10. Under 10.
Hard. Let go.
On first down, it's Little, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, shoot.
56 to Mike.
Keep gripping.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Rock it.
They run the counter. Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the run.
5.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Second and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A third down gain of 19.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 18, Gator.
Hey, let's get this. Check 24. Check, crunch.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Check him up. Check the call.
They'll try the left side. Rice down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
10 Lobo. Bravo.
47 Mike. 47.
Hit it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Kelly from the gun, he'll throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Kelly now, operating from the gun. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kelly, he's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 16, Kelly. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 16-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Switch it. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
They'll run with Allen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the run.
Where'd it go?
Operating from the gun, Callum. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. 11's legal, This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Quick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Set 18 Gator. Check me out.
Play action, it's Kelly. He's got Quick. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Leo, fight.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Kelly. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check, go.
Check, hot. Hit the edge. Go. Here we go. Get off the field.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Ready? 18 Gators. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Kelly to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you have to have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch QB jump. Watch the safety creep. Slam. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Little. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete
from the contact.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 27, Kelly throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made by K1 short.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
55. Hey, Who that?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kelly firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the draw, here's Allen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Kelly. And this one caught by Coates. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
16 yards. First down, Charger.
Ready?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 15, 1, 51. Look at me. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They stay on the ground with Allen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Ready?
Now Kelly. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, it's Allen. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Alert 3, alert 3. No. He's coming. We got double up.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try and run with their fullback. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Brought in by Coates. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the truth.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Check 43. Check safety, check safety.
On first, they stick with Foster. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal.
90 Wolf.
Check 47. Here we go. Watch the back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for our visitors, they continue to keep pace